Yeah. Of course.
Against the wall.
Of course. Hey, how are you? Are you watching the highlights?
Well, I'm just watching the end of the game.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. They look. I watched the first period before we had to leave, but you looked bad in the first
There's
period.
2 periods.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't start playing until about 5 minutes ago. They got 2 goals.
Oh wow. Okay.
They're just so talented. They can kind of.
I know.
It's like the Dallas Stars. They can lull you to sleep and then just snipe it.
Yeah.
So much talent on
Right.
that team.
You have what? 10 national championships, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, 11 if they win this one.
True. I think they had broken the tie with the University of Michigan, right? I think Michigan. Do they
They're
each
up
have
by
9?
1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michigan's were like back in the way back.
Yeah.
I don't think Michigan's even been to the Final Four in the last 20 years.
You're right. I can't remember it. Yeah. Right.
So the NCHC's been dominating for the last couple decades.
Yeah. Yeah, they won it last year against my alma mater, Boston University.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we went to, oh gosh, it was probably 16 or 17.
Yeah.
We went to the national championship when Duluth played Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
It was a great game.
Yeah. Where was that at?
One.
Okay.
It was at it was in Minneapolis.
Oh wow, that would have been a cool atmosphere. Yeah. All right, welcome in. Start of the game. This is Ranch Grizzlies taking on the Militia. Not Militia. This is Summit County's team. Coming out to start the game, I see Hitzig, Erickson, Collins, Dullum, Schmidt, and Fulken in net. Grizzlies are wearing blue, trimmed with green. Militia, they are in white, trimmed with, gosh, it looks like a orangey red and blue. Faceoff's going to be a center. Looks like Erickson is going to take that draw. Faceoff here. Oh no, wrong button. Puck up. This is Erickson. Erickson cuts in. Erickson fires a shot on. Wow, that's a goal. Just came down the left wing, put a shot on goal and scored. Early goal for the Grizzlies. That was Erickson. Not sure if that puck just kind of handcuffed the goalie or what. Kind of a harmless looking play. But I guess if you shoot it on net, that's what can happen. Face off one here, Hitzig. Hitzig makes a move at the red line. Hitzig moves in. Hitzig goes to face off dot. He curls off, he goes to the point. This is Dullum. Dullum to Schmidt. That puck was knocked down in front. I'm not sure if Collins tipped that. Sent right back in by Hitzig, goes behind the net. Militia goalie swings it around. Dullum here has got that puck in his skates. Puck goes behind the net. Collins here picks it up. Through Schmidt. Schmidt shot, saved. Low hard shot. Collins tries to make a move, gets bodied. Erickson comes in to help. Erickson curls. Erickson tripped up, no call. Collins here curling. This is Brandenburg. Brandenburg playing forward today. Brandenburg tries to go high on his backhand. Puck's off its moorings. Line change completed. Coming out with Owen, I see Banner, Schleicher, Carter Williams, and Carson Page are the D. Face-off's going to be the Militia goalie's left. 15:56 in the first. Banner on this draw. Face off, in some feet. Come through, they move it forward. This is Page. Page moves it forward, just bounces over Schleicher's stick. Moved up, Page here. Page back to Williams. Oof. Williams pass into some skates. Turned over initially, but Brandenburg moves it up. Banner here. Banner swings it in and down. Schleicher. Swung away from him, moved up the wall by the Militia. Moved across. Militia breakout. Through center. Shot. Blocker save there by Fulkin. Hit the shaft of his stick, I think, by the sound. Oof. Schleicher tried to spring banner. That didn't work. Puck moved up and out. Down. This could be an ice. It is going to be an ice. Coming on Gabe, Logan, Jaden. Faceoff's going to be to Fulkin's left. Logan on the straw. Logan wins that. Went over to his defenseman, never made it through. Shot deflected away by Page. Militia circles. Point, down the wall. Center across. Stopped by the defenseman. Jaden here. Jaden to Gabe. Gabe moves in. Gabe tries to toe drag around. Forward. Jaden here. Jaden looking for help. Gives it up to Gabe. Gabe can't handle that. Comes out. Militia moves out. Joey forces that man deep. Cross. Puck Holtz. Past the point. Shot deflects wide. Gabe here. Gabe too far for Jaden. This could be an ice. No ice here. Down. Line changed. Move forward. Regan here. Regan tied up. Puck along the wall. Goey pokes that away. That defender. Militia move in. They circle. Centered there. Fulkin. Stop that. Chasing a little bit here. Stop fan there. Shot save. Fulkin. Garrett. Tries to force that play. Get out to center. This is Lavaki. Robert has that puck poked off the stick. Has moved into the zone. Partial line change here. Militia breaks in. Goey to Schmidt. Schmidt moves up. Schmidt gets bumped off. Down. Schmidt there. Schmidt tried to feed Eriksson. A little bit behind him. There into the corner. Hitzig holds it. Holds it there again. Out and up. Puck's all the way down. That's nice. 12:41. So coming on. Dullum. Schmidt. Hitzig. Eriksson and Collins. Face off to the goalie's right. Face off. Won by the Militia. However, clearing pass. Intercepted by Hitzig. Hitzig moves it to the middle, no one there. Clearing pass intercepted. Batted down inside the blue line. Seen some skates. This Eriksson. Eriksson leaves that for Schmidt. Schmidt slams it in and down. Goes around. They move forward. They move down. They get around Dullum. Dullum lost his glove. Ooh, that backside play was there. Pass is a little too hot to handle. Try to move it forward to Hitzig. Held in there, Schmidt. Over to Collins. Collins here, retreats behind his goal line. Cuts in front of his goal, now behind his goal. Collins here. Collins has that puck poked off of his stick. This is Hitzig. Hitzig curls. Hitzig makes one move. Gets it up to Schmidt. Schmidt here. Schmidt over to Collins. Collins tries to dance and make a move. Got Brandenburg streaking down the lane. Shot. Low shot by Owen. Saved by the left leg pad. Sent down. This is Williams. Williams moves it all the way up. Pass didn't come through. Williams slams it forward to the zone. Schleicher here. Owen thought that was offside, so he kind of held up. Back to Williams. Williams to Page. Page has it in his skates. Page turns it over. He fed it through the middle. Just can't do that. And then I think Carson got enough power on that. He may have just partially fanned on it. Swung around behind the net. Brandenburg moves it over to the wall. Tries to get to Schleicher, but never made it there. Sent back behind the net. Brandenburg here. Brandenburg in the wall, along the wall. Tries to move it forward. Williams takes a man to the wall. That's moved out. Right back in though. Williams bunks a man. Left the puck. Banner. Banner over to Brandenburg. Tried to beat Schleicher, never made it through. Militia move in. Trail play. Militia tied. Trailer was coming in. No one picked him up. I think shot beat Fulkin, blocker side. So Logan, Gabe, Jaden, Buckholz, and Goey. Logan on this draw. Logan wins that. Back to Buckholz. Buckholz over to Goey. Goey over the far side to no one. Just missed on that pass. Goey to Buckholz. Buckholz. Logan. Logan turned over there. Picks it up. Next move. One move. Makes another move. It's completely hooked. That's called a hooking, but they're going to call it offside. He was basically dragging that guy, right? Yeah. All right, Miss Schleicher, or what's your mom's name? Holly Schleicher says hi to her mom who's watching at home. Dumped into the zone. Jaden unfortunate there. Forward. Gabe here, poked forward, but got away from him. Backside play, they were looking for it there once again. It's Gabe goes behind the net, over to Goey. On the wall here. Chang moves out. Sent right back in. He was hooked again. No call. Buckholz. Take the puck. Buckholz slow down for the man and stop skating for the puck. It's offside. 8:37 here. I got to run the clock down here. So Garrett, Robert, Regan, Dullum, and Schmidt. Garrett here, wins that draw, can't get it to Levaki. Puck goes around, Dullum knocks that man off the puck. Passes up, held into the zone, sent right back in. Neither forward came back to help that defenseman. Defenseman had to chase it all the way behind. Levaki comes out the zone, but right back in by the Militia. Dome takes that man down. Forward. They move down the ice. Hitzig steps on. Pass moved up. Move forward. Poked away. Ross. Wow, great save, Bolton. Hitzig. Poke that away for a sec. Up to Hitzig. Hitzig touches it up and goes into the zone. Line change completing now. Moved up the wall. Shrinking down the middle here. Good poke there by Dullum. Or is that Williams? That may have been Williams who poked that. Move through. Covered. Face off here, Eriksson goes behind the Militia net. They swing it behind the goal. They break that pressure. This Page. Page flips it up, high in the air. Collins gloves it down. Held in there. Hitzig stumbles as he's coming in. Just lost an edge. Oh no, my God, what are you doing? Try to make this no-look pass. Defenseman, he ended up passing it right to their offensive player outstanding the blue line. Hitzig here, steals that. Hitzig, shot, save on the goalie. Puck's down, slant forward. And Williams over to Collins. They move in. Oh, wow, great save, Fulton. Collins goes behind the net. Collins flips it high to Eriksson. Eriksson with speed here. Wow, great rush. Almost like a set play there. Ben just decided to spring him high in the air and Cooper skated right onto that puck. I'd forgotten to start the clock, so I got to run it down here. 6:02 here. Confusion with the defenseman. I don't know what's going on here. So Williams and Page. Banner gets sent out of the face-off. Schleicher comes in for it. Banner to Page. Page sends it over to Schleicher. Schleicher has a roll off of his stick. Behind the net to Brandenburg. Shot save. Schleicher found himself alone in the low slot. Brandenburg here. Brandenburg avoids a man. Brandenburg knocked down. Brandenburg up the wall to Schleicher. Along the wall. They go behind the net. Over the wall. It's Brandenburg. Bodied here. Penalty coming up on the Militia. I mean, some type of body contact penalty. High stick actually is going to be the call. High stick. So first power play of the game to the Grizzlies. So coming out, Schmidt, Collins, Hitzig, Ureta, and Eriksson. Face off here. Eriksson on this draw. Face off here. Over to the corner. Eriksson to Collins. Collins here. Leaves it there for Eriksson. Eriksson had Gabe there. Eriksson circles. Over to Hitzig. Hitzig dances around one. Shot, goal. Wow, pretty goal. He roofed that right over the goalie's shoulder. 5:06. Nice goal there by Connor. Power play goal for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies up 2-1. So Logan, Jaden, Gabe, Dullum, and Schmidt. Logan wins that over to Jaden. Jaden moves in. Jane overskates that puck. Jane drops it to the other team. Just didn't go for power. Jane's got Gabe right in front. Pass came late. Jane here again to the point. Dullum fires a shot. Just missed. Schmidt here. Schmidt sends it deeper. Gabe. Gabe looking for help. Pass out. Breakthrough. Back and forth we go. Split both defensemen. Wonder if they just thought the other one was going to take them. So Banner here. Banner wins that. Over to Buckholz. Buckholz sweeps it forward, but not in. Behind the net. Goey here. Goey over to Buckholz. Buckholz can't corral that. Back behind the net. Pucks up. This is Schleicher. Schleicher tries to move his forehand back in. Oh, that's in! I think that may have been the trailer Banner. Mason with the initial rush. Goal by Banner. Banner was there to clean up the rebound. Nice rush there by Schleicher. Schleicher moved backhand, in on his backhand, moved it over his forehand, got a shot on. McGlade made that initial save, but Banner cleaned up that rebound. Banner over to Page. Page moves that up. It's down. Boy leaves it there. Ooh. Owen blew an edge there. Stumbled, but he's up. Puck sent in. Oh my God! Oh my gosh! That Fulton's going to want that back. Harmless dump. Through his legs. Back and forth we go. That was 3-3. 6 goals in the first period. Spring hockey. Garrett lost that draw. They're into the zone. Pass comes out. Pass across. Go back across, D-to-D. Pressure broken there. Dolan forces that man behind the net. Try to center it. Regan here. Regan moves that forward. This is Schmidt. Schmidt with speed. Schmidt tripped up, no call. We go back behind the net. Garrett. Garrett has that puck poked off with the stick. Dullum here. Dullum to Schmidt. Schmidt sends it in. Garrett in. Garrett's got Collins there. Garrett leaves it for Collins. Collins moves around. Collins bumped off there. This is Erickson. Erickson to Garrett. That's a goal. Wow. Garrett off the feed, I think from Erickson. Just slipped it under the pad. 2:37. I have to run the clock down here some more. So Erickson, Collins, Hitzig. Face off here. Hitzig. Moves it forward. Puck's all the way down. Regan gets it with his paddle this time. We just wanted to make sure. Bucky up to Collins. Collins leaves it for Hitzig. Hitzig streaks down. Erickson, pass came across. It's just gone behind Cooper. Cooper in the corner. Cooper battling for it. Cooper moved that away. Scully. Scully moved that up. Scully here sweeps it away. To the point. On the wall. This is Erickson. Erickson weaves here. Erickson weaving. Erickson to Hitzig. Hitzig moves in. Hitzig fires a shot on. Go forward. Shot. Wow, rebound was there. Fulkin tries to freeze that. Page rims it up to Hamlin. Collins here. Collins looking for help. Cross. Dumped in. Pass comes out right onto Gabe's stick. Gabe streaks in. Gabe parks the fans on that shot. Right break in. Puck out and down. Gabe here into the corner. Dumped in. That's the end of the period. All right, we'll be back for the second. All right, start of the second period here. Banner out there with Mason and Owen. Face off here. Dullums moves it forward. Mason not able to sweep that forward. He fanned on that. Puck plays offside. This is Banner here on this draw. Took one by the Militia. However, Owen steals. Owen gets bumped off that puck. Puck moved around, sent down and around. Schleicher here. Schleicher moves behind the net. Banner here. Net's off. .16:31. Coach saying something. Schmidt comes in to tell Banner something. Face off. Dullum. Never got to him. This player's got a lot of speed coming in. Wow. That was a nice looking play by the Militia. Step behind the net. Owen. Oh my God. Owen passed it back. I think it was on goal. Banner up to Mason. Mason has it hooked off with the stick. Move forward. Mason battling through. Mason to Owen. And move forward. Penalty coming up. Penalty on the Militia. I didn't see the call. I was trying to adjust the tripod, but power play for the Grizzlies. So Erickson, Collins, Ureta, Hitzig, and Schmidt. Collins over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Hitzig. Shot. Rebounds there. Off the blocker. Sorry, off the glove. Hitzig. Hitzig tries to move down the wall. Has it taken from him. Schmidt out. Fulton leaves that. Schmidt over to Erickson. Hitzig. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt here. Schmidt looking. Across. Gabe. Couldn't get that shot. Moved up. Hitzig. Hitzig down the wall. This is Collins. Collins circles. Leaves it for Hitzig. Hitzig over to Collins. Across. Erickson at the line. Holds it. Drops it. It's gone. This Hitzig. Hitzig's got a little bit of lane. Fires it. Misses that near side post. Collins. Collins over to Gabe. Gabe has that roll off of his stick. Cross. Off of Hitzig's stick. Sent down. All the way down. 29 seconds power play time left. Erickson here. Erickson dances, taking on three. Hamlin here. Hamlin moves it down to Collins. Collins leaves it for Erickson. Erickson fans on that shot. Keeps it there. Collins. Penalty's over. Erickson creates a turnover there. Oof. Pass behind the net. Chang drops it there for Hamlin. Hamlin over to Banner. Banner Logan. Over to Banner. Banner turns it over there on a move. Just came off his stick. Logan here. Takes a big hit. He's okay. Break back out, Dullum. Dullum moves it forward. Hamlin, if he hustles, he's got a breakaway. Breakout. Chang here. Chang goes behind the net. Williams didn't realize I was in his skates. Swept up and around and out. All the way down. This could be an ice, and it is going to be an ice. Got to adjust my level here. No, pinched my finger there on the tripod. Face off here. Right across. That play was there. Puck goes up in the air, but back door is open. It's Garrett, Regan, and Robert. They move all the way down the zone. Wow. Wow, that was a nice move. He skated all the way through.
Good job, David.
4-4, 11:50 in the second. Buckholz. Aiden tips it out of the zone. Clock, guys. Passes down, Buckholz here. Buckholz just flings it around, up the wall, down and around. Owen skates onto that. He's got Banner. That's going to be iced. Face off here. Pass across. Pass it forward. Brandenburg over to Schleicher. Schleicher to speed. Schleicher on his backhand. Schleicher circles. This is for Banner. Banner escapes for a second. And then he doesn't. Passes up. Held in. Goey here. Goey. Up to Brandenburg. Brandenburg to Schleicher. Schleicher, nice rush. So Hitzig, Erickson, Collins, Dullum, and Schmidt. Face off here. Dullum. Oh, wow. I was worried that was going to be intercepted, but Schmidt was able to handle it. Pass comes out. Pass goes up and out. .10:15 in the second, tied at 4. Face off here. This is Erickson. Pass goes down and around. Wow, puck's trickling there. Passes up. Shot blocked there by Dullum. Collins. Collins streaks in. Collins hooked. And they are not going to call that. Bender's being mugged. Break out. Oh wow. Schmidt pops that up in there right into Falcon's glove. Line change here. Goey, Williams, Logan, Gabe, and Jaden. Face out to Falcon's right. .39 in the period. Both centers thrown out. Williams. Logan gets it out. It's Williams. Williams touched up by Gabe into the zone. Chang fires a shot. More of a pass, looking for Gabe there at the side of the goal. Goalie flipped that away. Gabe here, battling. Gabe here, up to the point, Williams. Williams goes for a shot and misses. Goey to Williams. Williams here, Williams dumps it. Gotta obtain that red line, buddy. Just missed it, try to stride away. Icing is a call. Fresh players coming on. So Garrett's line coming on. Forward groups have been pretty consistent. It's Garrett with Regan and Robert. That's gonna be an icing. I thought it was. Flipped it high into the zone from our defensive side of the red line. But referees didn't call that. They break out. To the point. Down the wall. This is Garrett. Garrett knocked off that puck. Robert moves it up. Regan up to Garrett. Garrett looking for help. Owen blocks that. Looks there. Schleicher here. Schleicher steals. Owen there. Creates a turnover over to Schleicher. Schleicher fires that into the glove. 7:41. Forgot to start the clock there. So Banner, Owen, and Mason, Aiden, and Schmidt. Defensive pairings are getting changed up a little bit here. Aiden here fighting for it. Aiden tries to move it forward to Mason. Mason along the wall. Aiden over to Owen. Owen shot. Pops up into the glove. Goalie drops it there. Off the wall. Out to center. Schmidt. Schmidt's going to fire that as a dump. Owen here. Owen dumps it right back in. Go around. Shot. Save Falcon. Schmidt here. Schmidt flips it high. Kicked down inside the zone. Schmidt hits Aiden with the clear, but Aiden here. And flips it up to Schleicher. Schleicher skates onto that. Schleicher tries to beat Banner. That's there. Puck moved up. Dullum dumps it in. That's offside. .16-18 in the period. Trying to catch up the clock here. So Eriksson here. Williams over to Dullum. Dullum fires it in and around. Collins. Popped up in the air. Moves forward. Dullum moves it up, but sorry, that was Williams. Williams here. Williams over to Collins. Collins over to Hitzig. Hitzig tries to move it to his forehand. Swept around Williams. Williams shot misses. Over to Dullum. Dullum sends it behind the net to Collins. Eriksson. Collins. Wow, great save there. Good feed there. Collins to Hitzig. One-time shot. Goalie gloved it. So Cooper on the straw. He's got Page and Schmidt behind him. Pass back. Collins here. Schmidt fires one time. Saved by the goalie. Eriksson here wins that. Over to Hitzig. Hitzig fires. Shot. Save Volkin with the skate. Blocker save. Volkin pops over the net. Page moves it up. Takes a weird bounce off the wall. It's Eriksson. Eriksson to Hitzig. Hitzig shot. Deflected off Collins. Goalie had to be ready for that, and he was. Passing in his zone. This is Page. Garrett here, I'm sorry, I was watching the puck and not the camera. Collins here comes around. Into the zone. Page there, interrupts that play. Regan tries to pass it over to Robert, didn't make it. They're in. Pass forward. Move into the zone. Boy. Wow, pass from behind the net. Man in the slot. One time to down past Volkin. No chance there. The lines are changing a little bit here. Logan, Banner, Jaden, Dullum, and Buchholz. Militia move through. Oof, God, guys. Didn't have that pass in the skates. Couldn't handle it. Nichols blocks that. Banner here. Banner up. He's got Logan with him. Banner just passed to Logan, never made it. Logan back to Banner. 2-on-1 there. Jaden over to Dullum. Dullum here. Schmidt, partial fans. Jaden to Banner. Broken stick there on the ice. Pass all the way down. It's iced. .218 after that icing. So now Schleicher, Gabe, Owen. Gabe on this face-off. Goey and Schmidt. Schmidt pokes that forward. It's not out. Shot save there, Fulkin. Holds on to it. .209. Grizzlies down by 1. Gabe on the straw to Fulton's left. Face off, out of the zone, down the ice. Cross, this is Schmidt. Schmidt passes it forward, misses Schleicher. 1:51 in the period, so a little bit behind with the clock. Move it across. Down and around. Goey sweeps it around. Brandenburg. Schmidt. Moved across. Schleicher. Over to Owen. Owen moves it up. Just past Gabe. Down, no ice. Down and around. Moved up. Moved up and forward and out. Moved up. Dumped in. Fulkin there. Settles it. Goey here. Cross. Moved up into the zone. Sent up and around. Hitzig. Touched it up to Collins. Collins here. Collins tries to feed the slot. Then tries to center it. Intercepted both times. Dullum sends it back forward and in. End of the period. All right, we'll see you guys back in a little bit. All right, welcome back. Beginning of the third. All right, Grizzlies got a little bit of work to do, down by 1 going into the third. All right, face off at center. Erickson hits Zig. Is that Collins? Schmidt. Yeah, Erickson, Collins, Hitzig, Schmidt, and Buchholz. Fulkin in the net. Face off at center. Grizzlies going to go from right to left this period. Face off 1 by the Militia. They move in. Buchholz has that puck in his skates. Tries to flip up the wall, not out. Pass deflected up and out. Off the Collins stick. Save 5, no changes. Face off to Fulkins. Right, 16:56. Buchholz here. Pinches that man on the wall. Leaves it for Erickson. Erickson back to Buchholz. Buchholz flips it up. Trying to feed Collins. Shot save. Schmidt here. Schmidt moves it forward. Hits Zig. Comes out, but he has a puck off his stick. Looked away there. Puck fed forward. Across. Fulton gloves it and saves it. Hey, how are you? Oh, puck's stolen there. This is Collins. Collins moves forward. Wow, that's a goal. Hitzig. He and Collins broke in 2-on-1. Five, tied up. This is Schleicher, Lavaki, and Regan. Lines have been changed up a little bit here. Regan deflects that and sweeps it in. Schleicher in pursuit. Sent around behind the net. Lavaki. Out. Brandenburg back to D. It looks like he's with Dahlem. Lavaki tries to sweep it across to Regan. Didn't quite make it. Militia hit the blue line. That's going to be delayed offside. This is Dahlem. Dahlem to Brandenburg. Brandenburg avoids Schleicher, gets it into the zone and deep. Brandenburg takes that man onto the wall. Lavaki has that puck in his skates, just couldn't quite handle it. Militia break out 3-on-1. Shot up and out, over. Banner stepped on the ice, this is Gabe. Gabe moves in, Gabe shot. Save off the blocker. Schleicher tried to move forward. Across. This is Brandenburg. Brandenburg off of Gabe's skate. Schmidt to Brandenburg. Brandenburg forward. Down and around. Gabe, not sure what happened. I think he just lost his balance. As just he was going to go to touch up that puck. Puck hit off the heel of his stick. Never came out. Brandenburg here. Brandenburg took Banner. Banner goes behind the net. This is Schmidt. Schmidt hard off the wall. Up to Gabe. Logan to Banner. Banner wedged off that puck and in. Dropped here. Banner here, creates a turnover. Banner to Gabe. Gabe behind the legs. Touch-up shot. Banner here. The tie and out. This is Carter. Carter to Schmidt. Schmidt to Carter. Moved up. Gabe. Cross. Shot across. Down. No ice here. Chang tries to feed Hitzig. To the point. Buckholz. Buckholz, his shot, intercepted. Shot into the belly. Save, Fulkin. Tied at 5. 12:53. How am I so far behind on my clock? This is Garrett. Looking for, I see Garrett. I saw Goey. Garrett loses that. Draw, shot high into the netting, right off the draw. 12:49 here. All right, Garrett on the straw again. Looking for his wings. He's got Jaden, and I can't tell who else. Dumped right back in the zone. Fulkin there, Fulkin is, oh boy. Just a little bit of confusion there. A little bit of confusion between the defenseman and the goalie. It's just spring. Players just don't know how to play with each other quite yet. That's okay. So Erickson here on this draw. 6-5 now. Still plenty of time though. Erickson wins that. Dahlum to Brandenburg. Titched into the zone by Collins. Move forward. Brandenburg. Nice move there. Brandenburg tries to move it forward. Kicked forward there. The player moves forward. Shot high over the net. Scrambling here for it. Brandenburg brings it around. Back. Owen here. And goes back behind the net to Dahlum. Dahlum tries to swing it around. Bouncing puck he doesn't make it. Erickson here. Erickson curls off. Erickson leaves it for Dahlum. Dahlum to Hitzig. Hitzig breaks in. High rising shot misses. It's Page. Page to Dahlum. Dahlum shot offside. So Schleicher coming on. It's the Schleicher with Robert and Regan. Back on D, Carson and Zach. Face off here. Through the zone. This could be an ice. I'm going to say no ice, actually. To adjust the clock here at the next stoppage. 11:13 is what it's reading, so a little few seconds behind here. Schleicher here. Shot blocked in front. Slovaki. Shot centering pass blocked by Carson, who had dropped to one knee. It's Regan. Regan flips it high and out. Mason. Poked it over to Robert. Robert back to Mason. Mason stumbled. Page. Poke check there nicely on that 2-on-1. Sorry, 2-on-2. Schmidt. Back around that. Wow. No chance there. Fed from below the goal line. Still plenty of time though. Erickson, Collins, Hitzig, Goey, and Williams. Goey to Williams. Williams passes to Taylor D. Just missed on that angle pass. Goey up the wall. Collins. Collins moves through, dances around one. I'm sorry, that was Erickson. Hitzig. Collins was there. Just inside of net. Just couldn't quite get a stick on it. Wow, good save, Fulkin. Collins here. Collins gets that poked off the stick. Forward. Erickson with a nice poke. Moved in. Williams just sends it off the end wall. Erickson here. Hitzig. Hitzig here, breaks in, over to Erickson. Erickson tries to go between the player's legs. Centered across. Held in there by Brandenburg. Moves down. Stallum here. Stallum's pass didn't make it through. Chang moves it forward to Gabe. Gabe there. There's no one there. Defenseman wasn't there. Gabe was trying to feed that point. Owen here. Banner. Banner moves forward to Gabe. Off of the stick. So some kind of call here. We are rough for something. Number 7, I think, 8:06. So, power play for the Grizz. It's a challenge there at the point and comes out. Gabe here. Collins here. Collins drops it there. Schmidt, one-time shot, saved by the goalie. Nice. Down the wall, down and around. Erickson. Tried to hold that for a second, bounced out. Schmidt to Hitzig. Gabe. Is that Erickson shot save? Collins here. Hitzig. Shot. I think he hit the netting. So Logan, Mason, Owen, Banner, and Dullum. Good save there, Banner. Going to Banner. Pass is just coming a second too late, and the Militia players are getting their sticks on it. Schleicher off his stick and in. Brandenburg with a nice poke here. Brandenburg across. Dullum. And to Schleicher. Banner. Banner shot misses. Schleicher here. Banner. Schleicher here. Schleicher to jam. Brandenburg gets him right back in. Chang here looking for help. Chang goes around. It's to Erickson. His shot deflects into the corner. Moved up. Passes over Page's stick. This Page. Page turned over there. Schmidt. Page moves that up. Down and in. This is Schmidt. Schmidt tried to feed Hitzig. Didn't work. Schmidt. Hitzig. Hitzig tried to feed Collins. Intercepted. Advance through. Shot save Fulkin. Down and around. Centered. All the way back down. This is going to be an ice. Oh, no ice. They centered it down. Move through the neutral zone with speed. Play cut off there by Erickson. Buck Holtz up to Hitzig. Hitzig breaks in. Hitzig tries to make a move to the middle with the drag. Lost control of it. This is Erickson. Erickson tried to feed it across to Hitzig. That didn't work. Hitzig makes a move. He moves through. Ureta stepped on. This is Buck Holtz. Buck Holtz moves it down. Down and around. Buck Holtz here. Frozen there. .248 here. Still have some work to do. We need 2 to tie. Gollum. Gollum back behind the goal to Owen. Owen's been moved back to D here. Cross, Gabe. Up to Owen. It's going to be an icing here. Timeout, Grizzlies. So goalie's been pulled. .222 in the period. I don't like something about that face-off. Erickson had been on the draw. So Erickson, Collins, Hitzig, Ureta, Brandenburg, Schmidt. It's Hitzig shot. Oh, it was there. Owen had a chance. Just couldn't quite settle that puck, but body's flying here a little bit. There's going to be penalties. Roughing's going to be a call. Is it just Brandenburg? Oof. Penalty, Owen. Roughing's going to be the call. This is Collins. Collins tries to dive on that pass. This is Schmidt. Schmidt tries to move it up. Play would have been offside. So Schmidt here. Not able to move that forward. Zig. turns that over. It's Erickson. Erickson moves through. Erickson shot through the legs. Glove save, goalie. So this is Regan, Jaden, Zach, and Logan on the penalty kill. That's a trip. So, Logan tripped up as he was coming out of the zone. Oh wow, goal. With the goalie pulled. Wow, nice. Wow, they pull within one. 44 seconds. So still 4-on-4 hockey. Erickson on this draw. To tell you the truth, I was watching the goalie being pulled. I didn't even see who scored that for us. So 7-6. Wow, exciting game. Lots of goals. So 4-on-4 still, 44 seconds for us to get one more goal to tie it up. Militia win that into their zone. Swing it around. Chang challenged by 2 there. Swung around. Schmidt here. Schmidt fans on that shot. Out. Good back check there by Hitzig. Hitzig makes a move here. Oh, they're going to stay outside. 9 seconds. So we got one more rush in us. Face off. Collins in. Empty net goal. That's it in the game. Tough one there. Grizzlies fall. We'll see you guys tomorrow.